Good morning and welcome to Perspectives. Today we are talking about body shaming. Why do people feel a certain look is the it? Tweet us, hashtag is KTN Life and Style. Tell us what you think about this whole body shaming thing, why people feel that they need to look in a certain way. And today I'm joined by a lovely panel full of amazing people here. To my left, can you introduce yourself and what you do?
My name is Brand Bunde. I'm a host at Vibes Radio. Yes.
My name is Tracy Ndwati. I'm the current Miss Kenya Plus World, and I'm a chef.
Congratulations,
Thank
by the way.
you, thank you.
My name is Dion. I'm a Strathmore student and I'm a model.
Karibuni sana. So today we're talking about body shaming. It could be in terms of color, shape. What's your take on that? Why do people feel that they need to look in a certain way?
For me, I feel it's the way we've been brought up. Because even when I was growing up, chances were very high that your mom would say something that's offensive and you wouldn't think it's body shaming. Because let's say you're at Christmas having lunch, then she looks at your plate and looks at it, at the amount of food that you've served, and she's like, hey, you need too much. So these are things that when you grow up, you think it's normal. So for some people, when you tell them the same statement, for them, they'll feel offended. So I think the way we've been brought up has been a huge reason why people still body shame to date.
What do you think?
With me, it's, okay, societal norms have changed. And I feel like in terms of us as Africans or Kenya, have started going very westernized. So what you see on magazines, what you see on TV is what we base normal to be. Yet you'll find people like Marilyn Monroe actually curvy. So curvy started then and has come back now, but still doesn't accept the bigger woman. And again, it starts when you're a child. You tell that child, it's baby fat, don't worry, it's ender. We're all told that. Some of us, the baby fat is still here.
And for you?
I think I'd go her way too. It's how the society has shaped us, especially through the social media. Because when you're bullied so much about how your body is, either if you're thin or if you're thick, let me use thick, not fat. If you're thick, like how the people in social media will view you can really affect you if you don't have a thick skin. You know, if they'll say you're too thin, you'd want to be curvy. If they say you're too thick, you'd want to be thin. Yeah, so I'd blame it mostly on the social media.
And most people tend to think that body shaming is only for the thick, as you've put it, for the bigger people. But like for me, even in terms of my experience, with this size that I am right now, I get a lot of unakula kweli wewe? Hey, umekonda? Hey, umeisha? Nishaiambiwa hata sijui nakakutanga. Yeah. So it's just not for the thick. Is that something that people out there take seriously?
Yes and no. Yes, in terms of it's coming to light now. For example, there was a recent post from one of our celebrities, and she attacked one size, and she's a different size. And I replied, and my post is done, she posted, because I was like, if no one is gonna stand up for the curvier girl, and I usually say a woman is a woman, period. Even men, a man is a man, period. Whether you're tall, dark, even men, first of all, men are body shamed without men, and they body shame each other. Because, because you'll find a man is being told that you need to be a bit more muscular, tough, macho. Yet that guy's like, hey, worry, but this is how I look.
And have you gone through that?
Yeah, even when someone goes to the bar a lot of times, they'll be like, hey, Buddha, unaza lini? Because now they are shaming you because of your belly, and for you, you're like, but this is how I've been born, this is how my body is. Let's say you've tried out the gym, but nothing is working out. So it's body shaming, but so many guys don't play it because you're a man, as in you need to get used to all these words. You need to man up.
Take it in.
Yes, take it in. Itabidi uzoe.
But we do body shame smaller girls, and I agree. And it's something that also needs to be brought to light, because a body is a body. It's not fat or thin.
Most people assume that the skinny girl is the
has
pretty
it all.
girl. And then people don't know what they're also going through.
She has insecurities too.
Yes, a lot.
Yes.
I personally had until I got to a place I was like, but then you know what? It's my body. It's my body. And I also have my own family and parents on my case, like, you're not eating. And I try to tell people, it's not a matter of eating. I eat. In fact, the smaller
You are the
people,
more you
yeah, the more you eat like a lot. It's just your body. Imekataa, even ndio iko.
Appetite order.
And then, do you feel like social media has played such a huge role? Last week we were talking about social media and its effects and impacts. So we're talking about even ladies who feel the need to live a certain lifestyle compared to how it is. For instance, Bossy Boy was trending because she put a photo of herself looking all light skin, and and then people found her photo. Boom.
Wow. The internet never forgets. People need to remember that. It's such a sensitive, one day you'll be loved, the next day you'll be hated. And people really need, I usually say, clean up your social media. So for example, if I followed someone like that and I was dark skinned, or I feel like I'm not pretty because I'm dark skinned, that one should have torn my self-esteem. Because she's changing in order to be accepted by a community that doesn't even know what they want. It changes every day. Social media changes every single day.
The people should also try and not make try and not take in all these words that they're consuming on social media. Because if it was me running her account, or if I was her, I say, well, I decided to start showering and start to bleach myself because now I have money, you guys are broke.
I think
so
I'm
having money and you guys are broke. So I wouldn't take it in depth or personally, because in my head,
when it's, we're not stones at the end of the day.
Yes.
And then we're made of emotions.
Let me tell you my personal story. When I was way back in 2013, I went for Blankets and Wine, and there's a picture of mine that was taken by a photographer. Then I had a black tee, and now in the black tee, it was like a short-sleeved. Then someone took the picture and photoshopped it kidogo too and darkened it. So it trended globally.
Wow.
2013, imagine. So guys were asking,
Trend
guys were asking, hey, by the way, Brian, do you have a long t-shirt, or is it a t-shirt? What's all happening with your hands? Yes. And for me, how I approached that situation, I just told myself, by the way, chances are very high that these guys who are trolling me don't know me. And if I take it personally, at the end of the day, these guys will move on, and for me, I'm just thinking about these guys' words. Yes, because there's so many trolls online who will diss you, then they move on to the next victim. So for you, you need to try and have a thick skin, so when someone says something negative about you, you just say, okay. And you?
But did you feel bad about it?
Because
you can't tell me you were just
but
like thick skin.
okay, I had thick skin, but I used a different angle to approach it, because in my head I just told myself, okay, let me stop this person who's bullying me. So when they bully me, I also bully them. So it is tit for tat. Yes,
I have an example about that. It actually really hurts, because most of the time you're even reading these comments. Like, for example, I went on a show maybe 2 weeks ago, and it was the first show that was live, and guys were like, okay, so my followers even went up by 1,000 within an hour. But the comments, people are writing, why are we celebrating this woman and she's going to die next week of a heart attack? And then, do you know what? They were all women. They were all women. Roto tank, hippo, elephant. So even me, I was like, yeah, Miss Elephant. I've been called that many times, but I didn't expect it, so it hurts. Then I said, if I read these, I'm not going to be, I've been elected as a queen to stand up for other plus-size women. If I don't protect myself, I can't protect them. So I said, I'm not going to reply, and I am not going to read them, because those people are entitled to their opinions. And maybe they feel like that's a bigger woman isn't pretty to them, but I know I'm beautiful, and I know other women out there who are bigger feel beautiful too. So you just, as you've said, that skin is hard to grow, but eventually.
But I think it's easier for men, though.
It is,
compared to women.
But
taking it in. I don't know.
The saddest part about social media is that when you check the comments, it's actually women who are the most who hate on women's page. Like on my page, I'd post a photo and I wouldn't miss a woman's comment saying, "Kula nani." And when you go to the page, you're like, would you tell your daughter the same thing? And how would you feel if somebody told your daughter the same thing? So like honestly, for me, I read the comments and I don't give that person credit. Because when someone body shames you, they want to feel good about themselves. Maybe they had a bad day at work. Maybe at a time she's not perfect. But then, just because, they want to make you feel bad, and then you'll react. So they'll know, this one I've won. Then they'll be at peace with themselves. They'll feel good. So me, I think the best way to like move from it or go forward with it is you just have to feel confident in your skin, because you can't change the person you are. And you don't need to change the person you are, because personally for me, I love my color. Like, I wish I could go darker, not even lighter. At one point in life, I wanted to go lighter. I was like, I don't like the skin. Everybody is saying, oh, you're too dark. Kwani nini unafrana, I don't know, is it charcoal or something? But then when I got into the limelight and I realized these people who hate, they don't know me. They don't know anything about me. They don't feed me. Like, they just hate to make themselves feel better. So I even wanted, if there was something to make me go darker, but then I would take it. Because I wouldn't also give anything to make myself grow fat, because I eat, like, I can eat 2 plates, but I can't grow fat. It's just my body. And you just have to accept.
Weird. Like, I guess, I don't think there's anyone out there, and if there is, I don't know, tweet us and tell us, who's just so confident about how they look. Even those ones that shame others, I'm sure even for themselves, there's something going on.
It's not their body, there's something in their life. And they're just
But why do you think people go out extreme to look a certain way? Like, for instance, even like these days, most women don't want to give birth anymore because they don't want to, put on weight. They don't breastfeed because apparently the breast will collapse and stuff like that. I mean,
I find that, first of all, so sad that you are created to bring life into this world. But you're more worried about what other people think. And the other day, I met a friend and he said his wife feels so low after giving birth. And I said, do you tell her she's beautiful? He said, no, but she is. But do you tell her? She needs more reassurance now that she's had a baby than before. Because you're someone, when she wants, if you as her husband looks at her the way you looked at her before, that will make her day. It's those small things, the people around you. So as I was saying, we're our sisters and brothers keepers. Uplift each other. Say positive words. It doesn't kill to be positive and to, because the society, there's always going to be that one person who's just like, nope, you don't look the way you should.
But should it like start from home? Because I mean, Brian said like it starts from, the shaming starts from your mom,
your dad, your sisters, your shows.
But it's also based on the content that you consume. So when you're watching music videos, dancehall videos, each and every day you're seeing women a certain shape, certain skin tone, a certain size, a certain mentality, let's say, that they're talking about. So in your head, when you're going out there into the dating scene, or even when you're looking for friends, that's the type of person that you're looking for. So if you get someone like that who actually is fictional, or if you don't get someone like that who's actually fictional, you'll start trolling them. So each and every day you're demanding for someone who looks like that, and in real sense, that person does not exist.
So I think it should start from yourself. Because what you think about yourself matters more than what someone else thinks about you. So if you accept yourself the way you are, hata mtu akwambie how ugly you are, you're the prettiest girl on this world, and you'll never feel bad about it.
But what about the young generation, like, who don't know better? Like, you find a 13-year-old who doesn't know better. They're growing up seeing Beyonce. They're like, I want this body, I want to look like this, I want to be light skinned. Like, how do you help someone like that? How? Considering that what we put out there on media, social media, will make them feel that that's how, you should look.
And again, we go back to home. Because that is where now it all starts. Because that's someone growing into their skin. That's such a sensitive age. A 13-year-old girl wants to feel beautiful because boys have started looking at her. But she doesn't know. So if you find she comes from a home where the mother instills confidence in her, like, you look beautiful today, I like that top on you, have a lovely day, baby, you're beautiful. Small things like that can catapult a child into the world with positivity already. So when she sees, okay, this one looks like this and like this, but the way I look is also good. She looks good, but I like the way I look because mom says I'm beautiful, Shosho says I'm beautiful, dad says I'm a princess. It starts at home and in school. So even maybe teachers. teachers should not put down the bigger child or the smaller one or the one who's a bit shorter. Teachers' words matter. And that's also a very sensitive place as well.
Let's talk about now color in terms of at what point did it become light skin? Because growing up, I don't remember knowing the difference between a light skin girl and a dark skin girl. Where did all that come from? Like the need to be lighter.
The West.
Because I actually do not remember. Do you remember like when our kids like,
even me, I don't
lighter
remember.
than me, I want you to be lighter.
No, you used to, okay, other kids used to troll you. Okay, for me, I used to be trolled.
I don't remember.
Yeah, for me, I used to be trolled when I was a kid because it even got to a point where
was harsh.
even neighborhood, in school, in church, even when you were doing mchongwa nose, literally it was a thing. As in, when you carry a kid, the kid would think that it's nighttime, then the kid would start to sleep. As in, it was so normal to the point that there's a point it actually got to me.
Yeah.
I think I prayed.
Yeah.
I prayed that the next day I wake up light skin. Then I woke up dark skin. I was like, oh, okay, since I'm in this position and there's nothing else I can do, okay, well and good. Yeah, let me just embrace it. But it's just based on your environment. Because for me, my environment was toxic. But I just told myself, since I'm here, let me work with what I have. Yeah.
So at what age did you accept and say, this is just me?
12.
12.
Yeah,
and what
12.
exactly influenced that?
I just grew a thick skin and a potty mouth. So I became that type of person who, when you tell me this, I'll tell you this. Like I'll have to look for a comeback. So I started becoming very visual. So when someone disses me about something, I just look for a weakness or a flaw in them. Then I throw it at them. Yeah, say you're dark skin. Okay, yeah. It's okay, then you have a big head.
Oh my goodness. Ru, how was it for you?
I think I never liked my color when I was young, maybe at the age of 14. Because personally, I've always envied the light skin girls. Until I got to the age of 20 when I started modeling. And then I realized that like this dark color, it's so rich. Let's say, for example, if I go for a shoot with a dark skin girl, with a light skin girl, and I'm dark skin, my makeup will be so easy to like for the makeup artist to do compared to hers. So that's when I started loving my color, because then I realized there are very few models in the industry who are dark skinned. But the light skin, it's out there, like it's now cliche. So you know, every photographer wants to work with you because your skin is so flawless, it's dark. So I started accepting myself, and then through my page, I started asking other girls to accept yourself and feel confident, because I'd go for a shoot and I'd look at my photo and I'm like, wow, I want to be like darker than the way I am or something, because I really liked it and I didn't think I wanted to change my color anymore after that. Because you know, after I started accepting my color, people also started accepting me the way I am. So now what they could pick on is now the body. But now the color waliacha kabisa. Yeah, now they feel, then dark is gold, dark is the new, whatever. I don't say light skins are bad. I actually like light skin women. To some point, I still envy their color, because you feel like a light skin woman has everything. The first thing a man will see is a woman's color. Where we're dark skin, you're not so visible. But right now, I think we are getting somewhere there.
How is it for you, like being light skinned? Now talk on behalf of the light skin team, light skin.
To be honest, I've never, as we said, when we were growing up, there was no difference. For example, my sisters are darker than me, and even my brother. So I think when you start dating and a guy goes, like for imagine I didn't think I was that light. There's lighter girls out there, 20s. And you're like, wow, yeah. He picked her because of that. So, and then they started those, hey, when you don't get and I was like, okay. Then later I'm like, oh, okay, then this is liked. But I don't know, skin color has never been something that stands out, no.
What of your body from when you were younger? Did you used to get bullied?
Oh yes, bullying for me probably started at the age of 10, because I matured quicker than the other girls. I went to a very predominant white school. So I'm the first one who had boobs, I'm the first one who had everything. So I used to walk around like this, I used to slouch and everything used to shake. I'm like, hey, these are the ones, nothing is shaking. So bullying, small comments, the usual comments of even you're picked last for the team, but then like hockey, I was the goalie. I mean, I was just like, wow, guys, really? So, I don't know, there's small things you'll say or do, but mine started about age of 10 and the family as well. Yes, like I'm called Jerry, they'd call me Jerry Nene. Yeah.
And now, is it still there?
No, they're like, now look, Jerry Nene became global. So I said, my weakness has become my strength. So now when you call me that, I'm like, yes, that's me.
Now you're owning it.
I own it now.
It's funny how you say you matured faster.
Yeah.
For me, it was the complete opposite. I was in a school where I'm seeing people have matured and I'm the one who's still there, like flat-chested. Yeah. And then, so now to avoid feeling bad, I used to hang out now with the guys. And then now I became a tomboy playing football, collector. I'm like, no. So when girls are even being hit on, I'm there busy helping. Yeah, that one is pretty. Because I know no one is going to hit on me.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it was quite something. But anyways, just hold on to those thoughts. Ru, I know you're leaving us, so you can give us your social media handles where people can find you.
Oh yeah, you can find me on Instagram and Facebook at RuBaby. And maybe just don't change your skin color or your body. Just stick to the woman you are. You're beautiful the way you are.
And Miss Kia, you're beautiful the way you are. The hashtag is KTN Life and Style. We are taking a short commercial break, but we'll be back. Siende Mali.